This is JshepTX coming at you with another live reaction. It is Texas Tuesday. So on Texas Tuesday, what we do is we take a Texas artist and we break that music down. We react to it, whatever it happens to be. Today, it's going to be Chamillionaire off of the album Get Your Mind Correct. The song is called My Money Gets Jealous. Now, it does say Paul Wall and Chamillionaire. Paul Wall is not on this song. This was the intro track to this album. It's one of the first songs I ever heard of Chamillionaire, besides one of his freestyles and then some of the mixtapes, Bobby Boucher, things like that. This album was probably one of my most played, if not my most played albums of all time when it comes to rap music. Just the dynamic between the two is wonderful. But really, Chamillionaire really showcases himself in terms of flow and in terms of lyrics. It's baller rap, for lack of a better term, but it's really, really good. Production was mostly done in-house. I think it was Draytoven and Lee who did a bunch of big songs like later in his career. We'll talk about that another time. But let's go ahead and get into it. Paul Wall and Chamillionaire, the Swisher House, Get Your Mind Correct. This is Chamillionaire. My Money Gets Jealous. Let's go.
Cooper.
He goes by King Koopa, a.k.a. the Chamillionaire, a.k.a. Chamillionaire.
Cooper, I said I'd never cheat on my money. It's funny how hoes don't believe me.
Okay, he never cheats on his money. It's funny how girls don't believe him.
Cooper, I said I'd never cheat on my money. It's funny how hoes don't believe me. Watch Mad Hatter and Cat Hatter, but gave it to me because I'm greedy.
Mad Hatter and Cat Hatter, they're both radio DJs in Houston. If you look up, like, Mad Hatter, I think it's 97.9 The Box is what they're on.
Don't be touching all on my money because that make my honey look sleazy.
Don't be touching all on my money because that makes my honey. His honey is his money. Looks sleazy.
Getting paid is like good sex because my money comes easy.
Getting paid is like good sex because his money comes easy. He makes money easily, but if you're having good sex, then, well, you know, he said it.
My fat stack be the reason nappy head hoes wanna trap me. They be like, don't he look exactly like my son? He the pappy.
Ooh, I love that line. My fat stack be the reason nappy head hoes want to trap me. So his money is the reason that girls are attracted to him. They say,
haters be making.
They say, don't he look exactly like my son? He the pappy. Meaning, like, they're trying to trap him into a child support situation. The more money you make, the more you pay in child support. So that's what he's getting at. That is one of the most fire lines I've ever heard.
Head hoes wanna trap me. They be like, don't he look exactly like my son? He the pappy. Haters be making my dough unhappy. You should give me my props for making my cash the proper way instead of coming up pop.
He said, you should be happy that and give me my props, making my cash the right way instead of coming to pop you, coming to rob you, doing things that, like, people outside of the hip-hop element, outside of the hood mentality, for lack of a better term, would think somebody would do, right? Like, just come up and rob you. Somebody who's, like, hungry would just come up and rob you. That's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's using his mind and he's using his skill to come into the streets and make money the proper way, so to speak, which is awesome. This album sold over 100,000 independent, no label. It was in the Source magazine that year. It was nominated for Indie Album of the Year. I don't know who won. That was 2002, so I might have to look that up.
So unhappy, you should give me my props for making my cash the proper way instead of coming up pop. Yo. Don't blame us for visions of princess cuts on our fingers. Big houses, candy paint, and big swangers.
So he's just talking about all the things he's imagining, right? Big houses, candy paint, big swangas. Swangas are like big rims. Oh, sorry. Big swangas are like big rims.
If it ain't about no money, don't call my pager.
That's how you know it's all. Don't call my pager.
Because my money gets jealous. Blame us. We ballin' so hard, they think we drug slangers. We just entertainers, don't point your finger.
We ballin' so hard, they think we're drug slangers. We just entertainers, don't point your fingers. Like, the way he rhymes all that stuff and he twists those words, very Marshall Mathers-y, right? Like, very Eminem-ish, right? Like, he did it with his own style. A lot of people called him, like, a geek or a nerd or whatever. Maybe that's why, you know, like, flocked to him. But the dude was incredible. As you can tell, he could sing and he can rap any double times. And he's saying something. The way he's just bending those words, it's just, man, it's so slept on. It's so irritating that more people don't know this song.
Ballin' so hard, they think we we drug slangers. We just entertainers, don't point your finger. Yeah, I'd rather be rich than be broke and famous. Because my money. Listen, see, I used to sit at a bus stop and try to holler at a broad. I'd ask her for a number to call, she'd laugh until I play a nod.
So he would sit by a bus stop and try to get a girl's number. He'd ask her for a number and she'd say nah. And it's really because, and he says it in the next song of this album. Maybe we'll do that next. But it's really because he's saying that women are after his money. The premise of the song is my money gets jealous, right? So that's what he's getting at.
A bus stop and try to holler at a broad. I'd ask her for a number to call, she'd laugh until I play a nod. Take the bus or block it, stop, I'd hop in my candy car with Texas plates. Pop the trunk while the neon lights say "oh."
So he's basically playing a trick on this lady, right? Like he walks another block and then he pops his trunk on his slab, slow, loud, and banging big car. Pop the trunk and the neon lights say "ah," like ta-da.
I bet you feel stupid. Got to confess the truth is bulletproof vest on my chest so I can't get shot by Cupid. Man, I'm the man. But ladies can't understand how I can marry my grands with no wedding band, the best man.
These ladies don't understand how I can marry my bands with no wedding band or best man. Like the way he, like I might have butchered the cadence there, but the way he puts that together, like the no wedding band or best man, like the dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Fire.
Don't blame us for visions of princess cuts on our fingers. Big houses, candy paint, and big swingers. Yeah, if it ain't about no money, don't call my pager. Because my money gets jealous.
Don't call me if it's not about money because my money gets jealous. My money gets jealous of the time that I'm spending chasing Cinderellas. My money gets upset if I'm wasting time doing anything except acquiring more money. I love it.
Blame us, we ballin' so hard they think we drug slangers. We just entertainers, don't point your finger. Yeah, I'd rather be rich than be broke and famous. Because my money gets jealous.
Something I live my life by. I'd rather be rich than be broke and famous. Who cares if you know who I am? Who cares if you know who Chamillionaire is? And right now, there's so many people that don't know who Chamillionaire is, right? Like, there's a whole generation after he basically stepped out of the game that don't know who he is. And I remember a couple of years ago, he was seen at a basketball game. It was him and E40. And people were like, dang, we thought Chamillionaire was broke. Just because you don't see him doesn't mean he's broke. Look up his venture capital investment. He sold some sort of application, and the group that he's with made 500 million of it. Chamillionaire got a piece of that. Pretty much, he's set for life. He's got that what they call generational wealth, right? Like it's going to continue on after he's gone. Man's a smart man.
Who is it? Here, lizard, lizard, lizard. Pretty red bones.
Here, lizard, lizard, lizard. See that lizard right there? That's his like symbol.
High yellows and high heels trying to get us to treat them like some Cinderellas. No, my money gets jealous.
These girls want us to treat them like Cinderellas. No, my money gets jealous.
Got tickets is what they tell us. The bail bond mail us letters and tell us the police coming to get us. So
the bail bondsmen are saying, hey, you need to pay your fee or we're gonna, the police are gonna come and get us.
My money gets jealous.
And then now he's gonna talk about Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam doesn't want to let us ball on 20-inch propellers. Give me my cut is what he tell us.
Uncle Sam doesn't want to let us ball on 20-inch propellers. Give me my cut is what he tell us. Propellers, let us cut is what he tell us. Jeez, man, that dude is nasty.
No, my money gets jealous. Can't even trust my own fellas. Some got secret vendettas, probably plotting about trying to get us.
Now notice that whole breakdown is all Ellis, right? What did he say?
Doesn't want to let us ball on 20-inch propellers. Give me my cut is what he tell us. No, my money.
It all rhymes with jealous.
Can't even trust my own fellas. Some got secret vendettas, probably plotting about trying to get us.
Can't trust my own fellas. Some got secret vendettas, probably plotting about trying to get us. My money gets jealous. Ooh, fire!
My money gets jealous. You never know, me and Mad Hatter might take a flight to Nevada, right? Near the ring at the Tyson fight, but I'm sitting next to Evander's wife.
Near the ring at a Tyson fight, but I'm sitting next to Evander's wife. Evander Holyfield, Tyson had that famous heavyweight boxing match where Tyson bit his ear. Fire.
Never tricking though, there's no rose petals, no candlelight. If you want to see a G, don't ask me, go ask Vanna.
He said he doesn't trick, he doesn't do the rose, he's not romantic. And then if you also want to see a gangsta, don't ask him, go ask Vanna White. Wheel of Fortune. She spins the letters. Fire.
White, who would spend $1,000 a night? Wanna show I demand a price that's right because I'm hot as a damn can of Louisiana spice. Never bite the hand that writes the checks or you'll go broke.
Don't bite the hand that writes the checks or you'll go broke. So basically, don't mess up whoever's paying you. Don't mess that up.
Could you see me gripping oak, or do you wish I get sick your choke? Chase and get your change, because you don't know how long you'll last in this game.
He said, get in while you fit in, basically.
Visions of Twankies twisting while I'm gripping brain. This girl in the passenger seat, I don't know her name.
This girl in the passenger, I mean, it's self-explanatory.
She said if I just let her hop up on my thing, she'd put it on me and I'd never be the same. That'd be nice, but I do not think that that's gonna do a thing. I'm married to my change, and that will never change, man.
I'm married to my change, and that will never change, man. And then he goes into the song.
Don't blame us for visions of princess cuts on our fingers. Big houses, candy paint, and big swingers. Yeah, if it ain't about no money, don't call my page up, because my money gets jealous.
I love this song.
Blame us, we ballin' so hard they think we drug slangers. We just entertainers, don't point your finger. Yeah, I'd rather be rich than be broke and famous, because my money gets jealous.
So the production's fairly simple. It's not bad, but what takes it to that next level is the cadence that he's throwing behind all of this. So that's Paul Wall and Chamillionaire's Get Your Mind Correct album. It's the first track on the album. It's called My Money Gets Jealous. That song, top to bottom, fire. Top to bottom, fire. The cadence, the content, how he did like the style switching, right? Like he went from like singing to like kind of that harmonizing into, you know, a double time. Then he tells a story. Then he rhymes an 8-bar setup with jealous. Probably plotting about trying to get us. My money gets, some got secret vendettas. Jeez, man. It's just, I'm so blown away by this. Every single time I hear it, it's just an incredible song top to bottom. That was Chamillionaire, Get Your Mind Correct. This is JshepTX, Texas Tuesdays. We just listened to Chamillionaire. If you thought that was fire, like, subscribe if you haven't. And if you dislike, go ahead and put in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see next. This is JshepTX, out.